Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel and Google class. Today actually we are going ahead with the 10th standard chapter number 2 of CBSE is polynomial. Okay. Actually in 9th standard you already have done this chapter and it was in detail along with the factorization and some formula you did, right? But the starting part of the chapter of that and this will be the same. If you have read through the chapter of 9th as well as 10th, it will be the same. Certain groundwork I gave you about what is the meaning of polynomial, what is the meaning of degree, what are the types of polynomial, okay? And then zeros of polynomial, what is the meaning of geometrical meaning of zeros of polynomial, that we are going to cover up today. Okay, so first we start with what is the meaning of polynomial. Generally the expression what we are writing in a single variable, right? If you observe here x raised to n, x raised to n minus 1, x raised to n minus 2 up to x, and here actually a0 into x raised to 0 means nothing but a 1. So in this particular case, the n is a positive integer. So whatever the values of n we are getting, they are the positive integer. That means the index of every variable of x is always positive integer. It is not fraction. It is a generally the integer we are talking about. Okay, where an minus 1, an minus 2 up to a0, these are the constant. Again, these constants are nothing but what we can say they are the real numbers. Now, hence, these constants are also called as coefficient of that polynomial. Let us take an example of p of x is equal to 3x cube minus 6x square plus 9x minus 7. Here, variable we observe to be x. Hence, it is a polynomial which has a variable x and it has got a maximum power. If you could observe here, it is a 3. Then p of m is equal to m square minus 2m plus 3. Now this is particular polynomial or expression I have written with a degree what 2. Okay. Then p of y is equal to 3y minus 1. In that particular case the degree of y, like power of the y, is 1. Then this is a variable y. This is the variable t. So that is the way how we can say about the what is the meaning of polynomial. Before going for the different types of the polynomial, let us come to the point about what is the meaning of degree of polynomial. The degree is nothing but the highest power of the polynomial is called as degree of polynomial. Suppose if I am taking variable x, so highest degree of that x variable. So here I can say that the degree for this particular case, what is the degree of this particular case? It will be 3. What is the degree of this particular variable, which is nothing but the m? It is 2. What is the degree of this polynomial? Here degree is nothing but 1. Here again it is a degree equal to 1 because variability and power is 1. Okay, we understood what is the meaning of this degree. Now next is that we wanted to study about the different types of the polynomial. On board I have written actually the total 6, out of which you might be aware of 4 or might be 5. Okay, first is a constant polynomial. The meaning of constant polynomial, if I say p of x is equal to 3 or p of y is equal to minus 7 upon 2. Okay, now these are nothing but the constant. Here I am taking the constant value which does not depending upon that particular variable, and hence it is called a constant polynomial and degree of that constant polynomial is 0. Okay, now next is linear polynomial. Linear, the meaning is here when degree is 1, then it is called as a linear polynomial. If you could see here the example t plus 1, 3y minus 1, these are the example of linear polynomial. Okay, quadratic polynomial, it means it has a degree 3. So I can write down, I have already written here p of m is equal to m square minus 2m plus 3. This is of quadratic polynomial. Okay, now which has a degree 3. Next is that a degree, sorry, here quadratic is a degree 2, here degree 3. The cubic polynomial, where we say that it is a degree 3 because here the highest power is 3. Next is important for all of us is that zero polynomial, because there are the certain tricky type of the question they always ask for zero polynomial. That is when all the coefficient of the given polynomial are 0, then it is called as a zero polynomial. Once again I am repeating my definition. When all coefficient of the polynomial is 0, then it is called as a zero polynomial. So my question is, then what will be the degree of zero polynomial? Obviously you can't define the degree of zero polynomial. You can't say about it. Why? Because I can write down 0x cube plus 0x square minus 0x plus and so on. So that means zero polynomial does not have any proper degree, or it does not have any proper higher index. Okay. Next is I have written here biquadratic. Now biquadratic means what? Which has a degree 4. Which has a degree, we can say that the 4, right? So these are the kinds of polynomial what we understood. Again, we will revise what we have started with. We say that the polynomial is expressed in the term of one variable with its positive integer as an index and a constant number as a coefficients, right? So here n is a positive integer and these constants are nothing but that we have seen which might be a real number. Then we see what is the meaning of highest power, that we call as the degree of polynomial, right? Now then we summarize here the certain 6 types of that polynomials. One is constant polynomial whose degree is 0. We can write down here the degree is 0. Then it is called as constant polynomial, linear polynomial whose degree is 1, highest power is 1, quadratic polynomial whose degree is 2, cubic polynomial whose degree is 3, zero polynomial whose degree cannot be defined, and biquadratic polynomial. That means suppose if I write p of x is equal to x raised to 4 plus 3x cube minus 6x plus 7, or I can write down p of y is equal to y raised to 4 minus 64. So whatever it is, what is the requirement for us? When the degree is 4, then we can say that it is a biquadratic polynomial, or we generally call it as a polynomial. So this is about the start of the chapter where we reach till what is the meaning of polynomial, what is the degree, and what are the different types of the polynomial, right? You try to just take a screenshot of this. So these are the first 3 questions what I ask you in my that Google Slides. Okay. Okay, we will take one example of that type of polynomial, whether it is not yes or no. Let us take an example. P of x is equal to x raised to minus 3 by 2 minus 3x square plus 1 is given a polynomial. Okay, is given an expression. We wanted to check that whether it is a polynomial or not. Okay, now degree, or instead of degree we can say that powers of variable of x are minus 3 by 2 and 2. Here minus 3 by 2 is not positive integer, therefore given expression is not a polynomial. Okay, now this answer how I have written, just try to understand that. Like, since minus 3 by 2 is not a positive integer, hence it is not a polynomial. Okay, this is about the degree and then types of polynomial we see. Next we wanted to study about the example, like how to solve or how to find the value of expression. Suppose if I give you p of x is equal to x cube minus 2x square plus 7x plus 3, find p of 2. It means actually we are finding the value at x is equal to 2. Okay, so we consider that p of x as x cube minus 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Substitute x is equal to 2. So p of 2 will become 2 cube minus 2 into 2 square plus 7 into 2 plus 3. Now this 2 cube is 8 minus 2 into 4 plus 14 plus 3. So this will become is equal to 17. So the value of expression is found out to be 17. This you did in your 9th standard. Okay, now the application of that also you did is about if suppose p of 2 becomes 0, then it is called as zeros of polynomial. So I could say that suppose if I give the expression p of x is equal to x cube minus 8, find value at x is equal to 2. Now we are finding the value at x is equal to 2, so we can consider p of x is equal to x cube minus 8. So p of 2 becomes 2 cube minus 8. So it becomes 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay. So P of 2 is equal to 0. Now remember remainder theorem, and the second one is a factor theorem. So what is the remainder theorem? Remainder theorem, we say that when the value of that given polynomial, okay, and the factor theorem, when this becomes 0, then it is a factor theorem. So here we can say that the zeros of given polynomial is at x is equal to 2. So here we found the value of P of 2, it becomes 0. It means that x is equal to 2 is a zeros of that polynomial. Okay. Now they could ask you the question like this: find zeros of polynomial 3x plus b is equal to c. Any damn expression they could give you, right? So I could write down, so 3x plus this particular expression, suppose if I give you, so I could say that let 3x plus b minus c is equal to 0, because actually we are writing this as starting as p of x is equal to 3x plus b minus c. To find zeros of polynomial, we consider p of x is equal to 0. Therefore 3x plus b minus c is equal to 0. 3x is equal to c minus b. X is equal to c minus b upon 3 will be the value of that zeros of polynomial. Or they could ask you the certain question: polynomial is so and so involving some x and some constant k is there. This is the zeros of polynomial at x is equal to some value. Hence find the value of k. So likewise question they could ask you. So here I have given you the simple idea about how to find the value of x. Then when I substitute the value of x, I found out that it is 0. So it is the zeros of polynomial. After that I gave you the one application of that. If they find the zeros of that given polynomial, so I have let that polynomial be p of x. To get that 0, we have to equate it to equal to 0, and then we have to proceed further for finding the value of x. Suppose there is a quadratic equation to find out the zeros of polynomial. Suppose if I give you p of x is equal to found x square minus x and minus 2, and to find out the zeros of polynomial. So what I am going to do, I am going to factorize this particular expression and then proceed for two values of x, because it has a degree 2. So one thing you have to keep in mind: whenever the linear equation is given, you will get 1 zeros. If quadratic equation is there, then possibility there are the 2 zeros. If cubic expression is there, there are the possible 3 zeros. And if biquadratic is there, there are the possible 4 zeros of polynomial. They might be the same or they might be different depending upon the equation what they gave you, right? So just try to understand and try to just copy it down or just screenshot about the given example I gave. Okay. Now two examples I have given on that application of zeros of polynomial. The first question I will give you: if 1 is a zeros of polynomial p of x is equal to, then find the value of a. This was the first question, okay? And second question: for what value of k minus 2 is a zeros of polynomial? Meaning of both the question is same or different? Same, only they have asked in a different manner, okay? So what this is, p of, I am writing the solution for the one. P of x is given ax square minus 3 into a minus 1 and minus 1. Given that 1 is 0 of polynomial, okay, this is given to you. 1 is 0 of polynomial. Therefore p of 1 is equal to 0. What I did, that expression equal to 0. But what is the p of x? P of x is this. So how we are going to write down that? That is a into 1 square minus 3 into a minus 1, okay, and minus 1 is equal to 0. So here a minus 3a minus minus plus 3 minus 1 is equal to 0. Now this a minus 3a becomes minus 2a plus 2 is equal to 0. So minus 2a is equal to minus 2, a is equal to minus 2 upon 2 and a is equal to 1. So what is the value of a? We found out to be 1. How we started with? We have written that particular expression. After that we made a statement what they gave you. Given that 1 is a 0 polynomial, then we say p of 1 is equal to 0. This condition I have written. Then I have substituted the value of x in the given expression, and then I proceed further for that given example. Okay. Now here there is a simplification of linear equation, nothing else. So here minus 3 into a is minus 3a, minus 3 into minus 1 is plus 3, and that minus 1 as it is. Okay. Now a minus 3a is minus 2a, 3 minus 1 is 2, transpose 2 on the other side it becomes minus 2. So then divide by minus 2 you will get a is equal to minus 2 upon minus 2 is equal to 1. How you are going to solve the second question that I am giving to you? To solve that question and check your answer. For what value of k minus 2 is a zeros of polynomial? I will write down p of x is equal to 3x square plus 4x plus 2k. Then I will write down the expression that minus 2 is a zeros of polynomial. Therefore p of minus 2 is equal to 0. So wherever there is a x, you substitute the value minus 2 and you proceed further for solving the value of k. Right? So that is about the second question which is given to you for the homework. Now the next concept I wanted to go ahead with that is that geometrical meaning of zeros of polynomial. Okay, now for that we will consider linear, quadratic and cubic polynomial. Okay, in linear we write that y is equal to mx plus c, or simply I could write down simple expression 2x plus y is minus 3. Now this particular expression I have to write down in the form of what? In the form of that straight line, right? So it is nothing but 2x plus y minus 3. So I could write down that line must be cutting x somewhere. So that means whenever I wanted to find out the zeros of this polynomial, that means I have to substitute the value of y as 0. Substitute the value as y as 0. Then in that case I will get that value as, so suppose whenever I expressing y is equal to 2x minus 3, so this expression we need to write down y is equal to 2x minus 3, which is nothing but f of x is equal to 2x minus 3, right? Now if you remember your graph which you drawn in your 9th standard, where this is a y, this is a x, and we are going to write down at x at y is equal to 0, we get x is equal to 3 by 2. So somewhere that line must be cutting over here, okay, and y is equal to minus 3. So this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and here 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So expression will give you the value 1.5. So somewhere here, and this point is here. So line is drawn. So my question is that at what value of x it is a 0. So if I substitute x is equal to 1.5 in the expression, y will become 0. Right? So that we can say that it is a zeros of polynomial. Suppose if I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if I draw a line here like this. Okay. So here the point will become 5, 0. So what is the value of x over there? Is nothing but a 5. So I could say that x is equal to 5 is the zeros of that particular polynomial, right? So if I draw now further is for the quadratic equation. So suppose if I am saying that is x square minus 3 y is equal to, that means f of x is equal to x square minus 3. I need to draw now a graph for this, okay? That is simply draw the graph for this. How to draw? X, y and x comma y, if you remember, okay? Now here if I substitute x is equal to 0, what I will get? Y will be minus 3. So 0 comma minus 3. If I take x is equal to 1, we will get 1 and this is minus 2, right? So 1 comma minus 2. If I take x is equal to 2, then it will become 1, right? So 2 comma 1. One more point I will take x is equal to 3. So 9 minus 3, that is 6. Now if I draw this graph, I will get a curve, okay? How I am going to draw the curve? So here 1, 2, 3. This is minus 3, this is the 1 point. Then 1 and minus 2. So this is 1 and this is minus 2. Then 2 and 1. So it becomes, this is 1 that is 2 and 1, it becomes here, right? Then also again we get 2 and 1, then 3 and 6. So for this is 3, it will become 6 somewhere here, right? So it will go like this and it will come like this. So how many times does it? It's going to be, suppose if I take x is equal to -1, -2, -3, -4, again I am getting the same value as -2, 1, 6 and so on. So again you will get the different values of x, right? So that is the way how we are saying about the linear, quadratic, cubic and polynomial. Suppose if I give you the graph like this, find the number of zeros or of x. So this is 1 point, this is second point, this is a 3 point. How many zeros are there? Total 3 zeros are there. Okay. Suppose if I give you the graph like this, how many zeros are there? Again, this is 1 and this is 2. Okay. Suppose if I give you the graph like this, so how many points are there? 1 and 2, and this is the 3, which is the starting point. So that is the way how we can write down about the number of zeros for that particular case. So this is about the geometrical meaning. Geometrical meaning means basically we are writing that equation as f of x is equal to 2x minus 3. This f of x we will consider as a y. Similar thing I have done here, f of x is equal to x square minus 3. So I have considered here the y as x square minus 3 and proceed further for the graph. Then I have check out for that the value of x, right? So that is the way how we are going to solve the question based on this particular case. Okay, so that is the way how we are going to note down or find out the number of zeros of that polynomial. Just have a look at that questions.